Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Flint's! Lama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths,
So? Who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're...
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Kutar...
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped... Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing...
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequin.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise,
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
as a matter of fact, I am.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back, though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague, too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of...
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you...
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self, once Paimon knows your name,
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild hunt...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my... Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can...
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so...
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods under such circumstances.
Oh, but it's fine for me to
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
All
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true saint.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
You're both awfully quiet. Oh, have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people...
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance...
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway.
Oh, whatever style feels best.
Very well. Then I'll play it.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample.
Thank you. In that...
Is there something you'd like to say?
Yeah! For starters...
If you think back to our previous interaction...
You... do have a point. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us?
Sure. Let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainsleif to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's back.
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time...
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeeper...
I don't doubt that.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's
So you're what? Come on, why the...
Sorry.
Let's just keep this between ourselves.
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secrets...
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados...
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading...
Fair enough, then.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work.
I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over.
So much for just this once.
Not so loud!
Did you say something?
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by... first up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so...
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for...
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even...
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why...
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here?
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by the visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future, Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life, and last, but not least, Raker of Solnat. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me.
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to...
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events?
Strangely, the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eye. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every centuries on. The memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks!
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little...
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's...
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though from the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never... So far, I have yet to find a solution. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rehir of Solnari. As
Kutar.
Defeating the Rehir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength...
Naturally.
We've considered several viable plans now. But our choice, is it even possible to kill Rehir? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say, it's not my wish to burden you.
So you're placing all your hopes on...
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly,
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me.
I almost don't want to leave this room.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very...
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rehir.
Look at them getting along so...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere...
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing...
Anyway, we've got our... Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future...
Hate to say it, friend.
Why? You think
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room.
That's very considerate. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rehir's past. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision... Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rehir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you... The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the frag... Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case...
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside where in the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his...
But surely you're not planning to go...
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of...
You're such a kill...
All right, I'm good to...
all set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let's close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances... Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? A file tucked inside a folder. It's... but at this stage, wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Aha!
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been... I saw someone.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run... Could the voice in the recording belong... He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed. He looks even gloomier than last... Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files. The Crimson Moon Dynasty preceded the eclipse, since Rarier worked as a secret agent during the Yep. Lines up.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. His main neutralized. This one should be archived under purged. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Female, 16. Occupation, none. or neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. Female, 13. Occupation, none. Or neutralized and... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not neutralized and... Male, 6.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
He looks even gloomier than last time.
Mr. Vedifalnir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a... Tell me. Does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you...
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
No fool.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before...
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to... You fear my silence, and long to hear the...
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. The burden of prophecy was never meant for...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than any...
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a...
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet...
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone. Very well then, let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a... For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness...
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at... His name is Rerir. And he claims to be one of the...
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man...
Why are you telling...
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the only...
No, absolutely not.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last. Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon...
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You too were once a child of the Crimson Moon. Just like me. Don't tell me...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty...
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hit the Vinster King? A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And if you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you...
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been but who am I to talk? Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born... Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything, no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died already, and they say that the king's we're not going to survive this, are we? But... why, Galindus? Are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off. I heard you, though. You're talking about what he's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be... For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do... Here. Hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape
You call that change? But what about...
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, You seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone. Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And the prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. How about no one ever died a quiet death at your hands?
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't think it opens itself for the king is out of place right now. Well, someday he doesn't.
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that maybe I should take out a handful of
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Was it because she didn't trust me? Or something else? No!
Delindis, do you still remember
Orlog?
the boy who was pretending to sell flowers? You spoke for...
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, or does it mean nothing to you that people...
No, that's not... Just hear me.
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking... If you ever need a place...
Author, Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... No progress whatsoever. What now? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger, but... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? But... Could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he would...
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. Thalindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. Irminsul. Finster King! Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But... if you let me go, you won't be able to
Good point. And that...
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now, he won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. Tell me then, what will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a...
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to us. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only have time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, but there's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping it. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been...
Rerir, are you there?
Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is...
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we...
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take...
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his...
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as... Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like... And as for Veit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged...
You're all here. I apologize for the short note.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sir Delogi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very...
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both...
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just...
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedalfenir, perhaps less so.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be had?
Dane, what are you planning to...
Rescue Vedalfenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace...
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an...
Hmm? You've been planning this...
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedalfenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best... My blade will force the king to see the error...
So, Vedalfenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, the extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for any... This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking another mystery I'll need to unravel?
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where an enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, to make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow Lab, the Universitas Magistrorum. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, if we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we... This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis...
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he's... You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation...
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet... But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future...
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color, no matter how long it takes.